in the world is all the time. So many things I still don't know. So many times I've changed my mind. Guess I was born to make mistakes, but I ain't scared to take the weight. So when I stumble off the path, I know my heart will guide me back. Yeah. Ooh, hey, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Ooh, hey, ooh, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. And didn't you know, tried to move, but I lost my way. Didn't you know, stop to watch my emotions sway. Didn't you know, knew the toll, but I would not pay. Didn't you know, see you never know where the cards may lay.
And we are live.
Yes.
Yes, good night, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Peaches and Dream Podcast.
Why you sound muzzled?
I don't know. How about wait? You gotta do it all
Like
over.
get your hand over
Am I better? No, I have my Bluetooth on. Am I better now?
A little.
It's still muffled?
No, not really.
Let me turn off the Bluetooth because we ain't gonna do this tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like you sound.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, that is perfect. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, let me do that over.
Audio visuals.
Good night, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Peaches and Dream Podcast on this lovely Thursday evening. Here in Charlotte, it is approximately, I don't even know the weather. Let me not.
Damn. It's 73 degrees. 73 degrees.
Oh, what you call it, 67. But it definitely felt hotter than that because I was just out there not too long ago.
Oh, 9 p.m. It says 64.
It say I'm looking at the weather, and it say it was a high of 75. I could have sworn it was like 80 today.
Yeah, like in the middle of the day, that's the high because it was hot today. When I went to Harris Teeter to get like the paper towels and tissue and all the other bullshit, when I stepped outside, it was beaming. Really beaming.
Is Harris Teeter cheaper than Walmart or what?
It's the closest to my house. Because, girl, let me tell you, I don't even want to tell you what I spent.
Oh.
But in bulk, when I buy my stuff in bulk, like, then yeah, it's, what the hell?
Well, I gotta check out Harris Teeter because I've been going in the stores a lot since lately, and they always say, "Oh, do you have this, like lines, like you have this or whatever, like the members perks and stuff." I'm like, I need to sign up for that because the way I be having to spend money now, yeah, I'm gonna need me all the savings I could get.
So, any updates, life updates?
Nothing really. My husband is here.
Yay!
So that's the newest thing for me.
There was a million in the house.
I know. Like, he's a handyman. I could say that much. Like, he does a lot.
Amen.
Just be like, yeah. But he eats a lot too, so.
Of course, girl, you better get in there.
I don't get it. I'm like, bro, like, nah, between him and the kids, I'm over it. I'm over it. Like, I bought ice cream, like these little ice cream cones.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even get one. And I had two boxes. One box is finished, and I'm like, bro, this is crazy. I'm like, that would have like if it was just me, I would have it for like a couple of weeks. But in this house, it's gone in 2 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you my Costco number because you're gonna need that.
Yeah, I probably would. Cause do they deliver or you gotta go to Costco's?
You gotta go to Costco. No, that's the bulk. That's when you're buying shit in bulk.
Yeah, cause I'm gonna need that. Cause these mugs over here,
Actually, let me see if I can send it to you now.
greatly appreciated. Cause so when I go there, I just give them that number.
Yeah, I don't have a card or anything like that. They never sent me one.
So when you use it at checkout. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I bought a 8/16/21 good for a year. I think it's good for a year.
Okay.
Hmm. So was it a gold member? Go ahead and send it to you. There you go.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. And do you have like a gas number, like a rewards number for gas?
What you mean?
I know y'all have a Shell in y'all house, right?
Well, we
Oh
like
wait,
as
you
far as
moved. I forgot you moved. You moved.
oh yeah, I need to do that too. That the Shell rewards.
Um,
Yeah,
well, in the meantime, if you use my phone number, get 5 cents off of your gas.
girl, you got all the stuff. That's the stuff I've been talking about. Like I was at Food Line the other day, and then the lady was like, "Oh, you have such and such." I was like, "No." She was like, "Okay, I'll put mine in." She put hers in. It took money off. I'm like, "Yeah,
Yes.
I gotta get on it. Gotta. I've got to." And
And
especially since COVID is over now, basically, because before I was just doing online shopping, but it is a situation where online it it basically charges more. You know, you're paying more for stuff that you could get cheaper if you actually walked in the store and got it yourself.
you know what? I was gonna do like a DoorDash delivery because I just didn't want to leave the house, but then I saw how much everything was. I was like, let me just drive across the street because it's literally like across the street from our house. So yeah.
Hmm. But yep, we outside is pretty much open.
So when you go to Shell and you're at the register paying for your gas,
Hmm.
I never do it at the pump because I don't trust the pump. I want to see them put the reward number in. You just put my phone number in, and then you tell them how much you want for your gas because they're gonna have to do it all over again if you do it after. Be like, oh, I want 5 on 15 or some shit like that. And
Okay,
then, yeah, yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Thank you. So, guys, make sure you're out there signing up for all these awards and perks and rewards. And I said awards, rewards, and those, saving money and getting those points.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
But yes, yes. So, yeah, that's what's new with me. More bills, more mouths to feed.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so let us get into these topics.
Let's get started because we have. Ooh, I have an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get down to it. All right, so just run down the topics really quickly. So we're gonna be covering the most recent incident with the baby and one of his artists,
It's
and
always a fucking incident with him. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and then we're gonna be talking about ASAP Rocky and Rihanna and their relationship rumors. And also, we're going to be giving an update because we definitely covered this a couple of times before. An update with the Meg the Stallion situation with her and Tory Lanez. And also, we're going to be pretty much talking about the interview she recently did. So, you want to just go in that order?
Of course, of course, of course.
All right, do you have the video for the baby? Because I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw him punching. And it's crazy because the
I
baby little
gotta
ass.
send it to you.
Nope. The baby little ass. All I know was that the guy was like a lot bigger than he was, and the baby was just like swinging on him. Well, he swung on him once in what I saw. That's all I saw. So
All right, well, let me go ahead and. No, I'm gonna share my screen.
yeah,
Turn this down.
I need to see this for myself. Let me zoom in because I
And
didn't.
this person is his artist named Wisdom. A lot of people were up in arms because Wisdom
He's
he
a
has a
big dude.
huh.
I said he's a big dude, and the baby
Yeah,
little ass swing on
I, I,
everybody.
I was about to say, the baby don't care. That's a ratchet ass North Charlotte nigga. The baby don't care. Come on now. He been fighting roaches all his life, and that's nothing. This is nothing to him. But anyway, here's the video. Let me see. Do I need to mute myself?
Oh yeah, when you play videos, you have to because it'll pick up like it echoes. All right, you have to slow it down because I'm trying to figure out if he actually got to hit him because it looks like he got to hit it. He went full force. Then he got punched back, and then of course it looks like they was holding the big dude back. They, it was multiple people
If his
holding.
security weren't there, I think the baby would have got his ass whooped because he
Yeah.
did hit him back. He
He
did hit him
definitely
back.
hit him back. They was about to really be back and forth with it, but then he was held back by multiple people. Wisdom, whatever the artist's name is.
Uh huh.
Yeah, he was being held back by multiple people.
Okay, so not only that video was released, but the baby he has a video. Well, no, he has Rolling Stone put out an article, basically debunking his self defense. Because remember, this is Jalen Craig. So remember when the baby got into the fight in Walmart and ended up shooting this
Oh
kid?
yeah, shooting, killing. And I was watching that video you sent me. So apparently, they say that these were genuine fans of the baby, and then because the baby pretty much didn't accept them as fans, he pretty much it turned into a whole altercation. And it was somebody who the one who he killed that was with him. Like basically the one who was murdered had a friend with him. That was
His
really
friend.
the one who shot, apparently. Because I heard the baby was shot at, but it wasn't the one he killed that shot at him.
Yeah, because this kid, right, Jalen, he was unarmed.
Mm.
So I hate to think that he died because of something that his friend did.
Mhm.
So do they have the video on here?
Oh, I didn't see that either. You said that you had a video from the actual shooting too,
Yeah.
back then.
They running these fucking ads and shit. Hold on.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get me some seafood tonight. Damn it. My bad. Sorry.
Did you find it?
It's right here. It's on this.
Now I'm talking about the seafood. Like you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is the footage. That's okay. That's the baby being the aggressor, and that's the little female the baby was with. Oh, that's another angle. So they're still fighting. Jalen Craig, he trying to, trying to split up the fight or whatever. But did you see the little female? She walking up on Jalen.
Mhm.
Let me go back. This right here. She pushed. She started to push him, and that's when the camera angle. And of course, the baby. He has a gun. He has a gun on him. Look at him. And this is in the Huntersville Walmart. I was just there not too long ago. Not today, but I was there last week.
Mm.
But but yeah,
That was all they had.
that was all they had. But Rolling Stone was using this to say that the baby was the aggressor, and of course Jalen, he was unarmed. He didn't have any guns on him. But they were trying to say that he was acting like he was pulling something out to shoot, but and the baby shot him first. But that kid did not have a gun. He did not have a gun. So apparently his self defense story does not add up with um I'm not gonna say it doesn't add up with the camera because the camera doesn't show that he didn't have a gun. It's just the security camera with different angles. So I guess that's how he was able to get past that in court because that video was shown in court, but it hasn't been out in the public. So as soon as this shit with him and Wisdom happened, that's when Rolling Stone releases this article with that video. I'm like, damn, was Rolling Stone like investigating the baby? Because this is such a coincidence, or is it not?
That's the thing. It's just but from what I understand, right? He supposedly went to court over it, and he was basically declared not guilty from the courts, supposedly. So in this situation, being that the courts already tried him, and they to put said he wasn't guilty, is it a situation where they can take it back to court? Probably not, right? I think
No,
once you're
because
innocent.
they already show this evidence in court. You can't like I
So
don't think
that's
they
just
can like build up a new trial with the same
yeah.
video that they already showed in the first trial. So no.
Yeah.
So I just feel bad for this kid's family. And uh, are you still a fan of the baby? Because what I've noticed in Charlotte, not too many people fuck with him.
Well, the thing about it is that I'm not a rap music person, but it's just with the baby, he has catchy songs. I can't say I'm a big fan of him because it's not like I don't even think I have the baby music like saved. But it's been times when I'm hearing something on the radio, I'm like, oh, that's the baby, it goes hard. So his music is something that I could actually jam to, even though I'm not a big hip hop person.
Oh,
But
yes.
yeah,
Another damn incident happened. Did you see where somebody tried to break into his house in Mooresville? He lives in Mooresville.
no, I didn't see that.
Yes, honey. Yes. So apparently somebody tried to like hop over the gate of his house and try to like access his house, but he ended up shooting them in the leg or something like that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, of course, that's not on video, but they have the 911 call and they have his voice altered, and you can hear in the back of the 911 call the person that he shot. Like, first of all, like the baby is crazy as hell. If anything, like he has the right to defend his family. So why in the hell would you trespass on his property in the middle of this rich ass neighborhood? You stick out like a sore thumb. What the fuck were you doing out here?
Mm,
But yeah, so this is all happening in the past few weeks.
interesting.
So yeah, so like, have you noticed? Because I sent you that video from Lovely T. Like she said, there's nothing positive you hear from the baby.
Mhm.
Nothing at all. You don't hear him doing no charity work. You don't hear him buying no gas for the community. Just nothing. Just this bullshit. And it's always something with him. I know his lawyers hate to see that motherfucker call. I know they hate to see that nigga call. Like, what the hell does nigga do now? Like, yeah, it's always something. So
Yeah.
he don't fuck around and run up on the wrong motherfucker, because that's all I'm waiting to hear. The baby got shot, and he tried to fight somebody, and I just want to know what wisdom said to him that make him swing on him like that.
Yeah, that's interesting. And it don't look good when you have those type of altercations with your quote unquote artist. Like what?
Mm. And another layer of the story, apparently wisdom, this is down in Miami. Of course they got into a fight. That fight turned into a shooting, and apparently wisdom took the charge. um from what I heard, I can look it up, but fuck it. They were involved in an altercation. Wisdom shot somebody. I don't know if the baby shot somebody also, but Wisdom ended up getting arrested, and the baby bailed him out. So, like, it was all a group effort. Everybody was there. So,
Mm,
like I said, it's always some shit. It's always some shit. This was just a couple of years ago,
mhm.
though. This was a couple of years ago. So, take a little sip.
Mm.
Mm. Anything else on the baby Jesus?
You said what?
Anything else on the baby Jesus?
No, nothing I can think of. He just needs to get his ass out of trouble. But hey,
That's easier said than done.
shit. I
No.
don't got money and you still be mixing up in the fucking most drama. Like
And money don't change your behavior. He's still an old wretched ass nigga.
clearly, shit, he need to humble himself because you can't do shit with that money if you in jail, bruh.
You in motherfucking jail. The niggas really gonna ransack your house while you in jail. Guns found at ASAP Rocky's house.
You know what's interesting? I there was when you brought up we're gonna go on to that topic right about ASAP Rocky now or because when you brought up ASAP Rocky, I was thinking about there was a recent article that came out because you know how Rihanna was trending because
Yeah.
she's in Barbados, so I guess she went back to Barbados, to wait for her to have her baby or whatever. They said that after he went back to the States because he was in Barbados with her, they said he had got arrested. That was what I heard. They said he was arrested for something about a shooting back in 2021, and they
Yep.
said
At the
customs,
airport.
yeah, customs helped arrest him or whatever. But the thing about it was that I'm like, he's about to have a baby. Like I hope, I was like hoping he got bail or bond. And it was that situation, and then what you was just talking about as far as criminal stuff with him.
Oh, so he was arrested, and apparently Rihanna was trying to go and get her stuff from his house, but the cops had already made it to his house with a search warrant and raided his house.
Mm-mm.
So what they found while he was in jail and Rihanna was trying to, getting access to the house and they wouldn't let her. What they found was a bunch of guns in this LA home,
But they said they were legal guns, though, right?
but not seized by police during investigation of shooting. Okay, so Rakim Myers. Oh, I didn't know that was his real name.
That's
Police,
amazing.
the LAPD found multiple firearms at the home of rapper ASAP Rocky while serving a search warrant following his arrest last week in connection with the November shooting in Hollywood.
Yeah, they just said it's last year. Yeah.
He was vacationing in the Caribbean island with the singer Rihanna, his girlfriend who is pregnant. The
Hmm.
couple's first child. He was arrested on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon in connection with November 6th incident in which police say he shot at a person following an argument. The victim sustained a minor injury. You know what? Have you noticed that when this story first came out about him being arrested, they say that he was arrested with murder and then
Yeah, I heard it was in
switched
regard
over?
to a murder. Now they're saying,
Yes, I'll say, damn, who he killed. This is not a good look for Rihanna. And as soon as everybody heard murder, they was like, oh, Rihanna needs to leave him. Rihanna needs to leave him. And then the story just switched over.
hmm.
But yeah, I noticed that because I was like, wasn't he arrested for murder? But then I realized, with the news being corrected, that this person isn't even dead. So apparently, the victim is somebody in ASAP Rocky's camp who he got no argument with and apparent of allegedly shot at, and I think he shot him in the hand or some shit like that. And apparently this person is talking to the police, and that's how he ended up being charged. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, within hours of Myers' arrest, police used a pry bar and battering ram to enter. Damn, you can just ask for his keys? Like the fuck? Musician Los Angeles hung with a search warrant seeking evidence in the November shooting. According to two sources, the detectives examined a number of firearms at the home to see if they were connected to the incident. But why would he be stupid enough to you shoot somebody to keep the damn gun that you shot somebody with? But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
one source told the Times that the guns were legally registered weapons, and after being examined, they were not removed for ballistic examination. Okay. Detectives also found some pieces of potential evidence in the house. Two law enforcement sources told the Times. Myers was previously convicted of assault in Sweden. Oh, I forgot about that. When he was arrested in Sweden,
Oh.
yeah, he was in a whole nother country and he was arrested. Okay. Okay, he was in a street brawl. I forgot all about that. Damn. I forgot all about that. Representative of the rapper have not commented on his arrest or the ongoing police investigation. He was free on $550,000 bail, so really that's $55,000 bail.
Mm.
So, okay, so let's get into what everybody is saying, just the narrative. Do you feel like because Rihanna is pregnant, she needs to distance herself from him and the stress of whatever the hell's going on?
Honestly, I wouldn't say that she should distance herself from him because when it comes down to who he is to her, it's not like when you see him, he's very supportive. If you ever see him speak of her, like he's somebody that like speaks highly of Rihanna, like and he actually like, you could see in his eyes that he actually loves her and adores her. So when it comes to how he treats her, that's all that matters. Now, if it was a situation where he was treating her like shit, then yeah, we gonna go into the next topics around him
Uh
because and this is what I don't like. For one, somebody came out with a rumor saying that he was cheating on her with one of the
oh
designers for Fendi. What is it? Is it Fenty? What is it? Fenty, Fendi, whatever it is.
yeah, Fenty.
And so based off of that or whatever, I was just like, okay, I didn't really like, I couldn't really speak on it because I felt like, I'm like, for one, even if it was true, like, why are y'all sitting here putting this business all out there? But then it turns out that it wasn't true at all, in no way, shape, or form. When they were saying he was cheating with the model, or what was she, the designer model, whatever she was for Fenty. So that was that. And then the other thing is that now there's some other accusations saying that he was flirting with this lady. He's with a whole ass billionaire. And men do dumb shit. And like, who was it? Lovely T was saying that she was like, sometimes if a guy is with a woman and she's more successful than him, she makes more money, a guy might go to a lady that has less than what his woman has to offer to quote unquote feel more powerful. Because basically she's less than his woman, but he has more than what she has, than what the side chick has to offer. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a stupid ass way of thinking, but knowing men, I'm not fucking surprised. They think they do the stupidest shit, but if you were a whole ass billionaire, who would fuck that up? Like, what?
Okay, so I got a video. So let's see. Um, I'm trying to see today. Okay, because apparently there are text messages involved. So let's get into that.
ASAP Rocky and Rihanna, the Sun, have taken a story to try and break up their relationship, accusing ASAP Rocky of cheating in text messages. A British mother of three has claimed that Rihanna's fiance ASAP Rocky has been secretly messaging her for months, just weeks after denying rumors that he had cheated on a singer with a shoe designer. The Sun have claimed that a woman named Gilly O'Donnell, 45, was contacted by someone who appears to be the rapper, 33, on Instagram, where he bombarded her with filthy messages. ASAP Rocky said, "I'm down. Would you be down to meet in Ukraine? If I sort it out, could arrange for you to be there when I get there." She said, "I can't get to Ukraine, haha. I can't even afford Xmas after lockdown last year. Plus, the British Prime Minister is a fat, useless bastard, so no one's allowed anywhere. You should come here. Ukraine sounds freezing." He said, "What, you guys can't travel anywhere? That sucks. I've just got here freezing my effing balls off. The gym here is beautiful though. Man, I got so fat in the past week, wish we could have worked out." ASAP Rocky, from what I can see in their messages, was not saying anything filthy. Maybe that was just for headlines. But also in their messages, they're just talking about working out. And looking through pictures of this woman, I think she is into fitness. Jilly, who has 1,500 followers on the picture sharing social media site, said, "In all honesty, I had absolutely no idea who he was. I saw the blue tick on his name on Instagram, so I asked my daughters and they told me it was Rihanna's boyfriend, and I thought it was hilarious. He's got millions of followers on Instagram, so God knows why he chose to message me." The Geordie Jilly, who now lives in Devon, regularly posts pictures of herself in bikinis and the gym selfies. She said, "I was having a laugh with my kids, saying your mum might be 45, but she still got it. And we've all been in stitches about it. It's only peaked right now because Rihanna is obviously pregnant, and not long ago their relationship was on the ropes when other stuff come out, but it seemed like they'd make him back up, and now this article has been posted. If there is substance to this story and actually truth behind it, it's crazy to think Rihanna gets cheated on as well. I know it can happen to anyone, but still, most men would dream of getting her. Any more updates of this story will be posted over on my Instagram. Make sure you go over there, give me a
And that, where is that accent from? Because I'm like, I've heard English accents, but I'm like, what was that? Like,
He
what?
might be Australian.
Oh, because it's just like totally fucking different. I'm just like, and the thing is that I love the English accent, but the way he was sounding, it sounded like an English accent, but it also sounded like, what the fuck is that? So
Yeah, he might be Australian.
yeah. Is that where the crocodile guy was from? Because I think now that you're saying that, I'm like, yeah. Remember I think he actually died
Oh,
from a
the
stingray.
crocodile hunter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was he from Australia? Because now that
I
you're
think
saying,
so. I think so. Think so. The
let me
crocodile hunter.
see.
Steve Irwin. That was his name. Steve Irwin.
Yeah, it says he was an Australian. Yeah, because now that you're saying that, I'm like, okay. Yeah, now it makes sense.
Hmm. But yeah, so I just hope that, the rest of this pregnancy goes smooth. Um because here's the thing, like, Rihanna has money, he has money, but Rihanna has like the type of money to where she can hire a private investigator and figure out if this shit is true or not. So,
Yeah. And then also the other thing that some people have to keep in mind is that like nobody knows what they talk about within their relationship. And
exactly, like, if
some
anything, she's
people,
probably just looking at this shit like, oh, it's another fucking rumor or some shit that they're
not
trying
even that, but you have to understand that some women don't even care. Like that's the crazy part. Like, or sometimes they'll have a whole conversation, because I actually have a cousin who's married, and she basically, when it comes to stuff like this, she's like, if her husband talks to her and they have a whole conversation about certain things, she'll let him do what he wants to do.
to.
But I'm not that woman. I'm sorry, but you have to understand that some people are not bothered by it. So, some people rather have an open relationship. And that's because that's what works for them. So you can't even always sit here and think like, oh yeah, he's cheating on her. He could be out doing what he wants to do with her permission. You understand? So it's just messy when a lot of people on the outside looking in, they don't even know if it's true. They don't even know if it happens to be true, if she's already aware of it. Like
Damn.
that's why I'm like, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, I can't even say it's cheating until Rihanna says, "Oh, this motherfucker cheated on me." We can't accuse the man of cheating.
True.
But yeah, and it's crazy because a lot of people are going towards, what is it called, polygamy?
Polyamorous.
Well, polyamorous, but I think polygamy is when you practice it. You get it?
Um,
Look
polygamy.
up polygamy.
Polygamy. When you okay, so definition of polygamy:
Polygyny.
having more than one wife or husband at the same time. So that's more than one in within a marriage. Now,
Polygamy
polyamorous
is where you just have
involved
two
the
partners in general without a marriage, right?
yeah, consent of all people involved. So you're just in a relationship. So one is while you're married, or and the other one is, just not in a relationship, or in a relationship and you're just, you have multiple girlfriends or whatever, boyfriends, whatever you want to call it. Can polyamorous marry? Some poly people choose not to marry because they feel marriage comes with an assumption of monogamy. Mm. But yeah, ugh, how do we get on this subject? Because I don't do this type of shit. No.
No, but the thing about it was that it's crazy because I'm realizing that more and more people are going towards that. And I'm like, listen, I don't believe in sharing dingaling, you know, but
Mm.
I'm just sitting here and I'll be thinking about, like, what if she's that type of person? And that's because I'm starting to hear of more and more people like it. Like, I know this guy I went to school with, he be posting pictures of his wife and his girlfriend, and then all three of them be together happily. And I'm
Shit.
like, I could not.
All it takes is for one person to get mad or jealous. The next thing you know, your whole triangle turns into a fucking shit show. So,
But you know what's so crazy? I be trying to tell my cousin, I'm like, the only time that works is if the girl likes girls too. That's the only time that works. Because I don't like,
oh, yeah, because like, with T.I. and Tiny, a lot of people are saying that Tiny is, only doing this extracurricular shit because Ti wants to do it, and she's not really into that type of shit. So, like, would you do that to like please your man? Would you fuck with another bitch to please your man?
I would not. Because when my man fuck with another nigga to please me, I think the fuck not. So, um,
look, look. Let's see how that turns out if you ask.
I'm saying.
But then again, like, yeah, I
Crazy
would.
'cause they got this whole, so you know how I always like think about this because you know how we talked about Lil Nas X in the past, and everybody be so offended that Lil Nas X be on stage with guys. I'm like, how many years did we have to sit here and watch girls on girls, and nobody said nothing? All these videos of girls shaking their asses on other, other girls. Nobody said nothing. Lil Nas X comes out and do the same thing, but the only difference is that it's men on men, and it's a whole big problem. Y'all want to cover your son's eyes and like what?
Mhm.
No, what about with the stuff that all these girls? That's why a lot of girls like girls. Like you'd be surprised, but a lot of girls like girls. Even Drake got that song on the radio. Girls like girls where I'm from. I'm like, imagine if it was a girl talking about some guys like guys where I'm from. Like you think that shit going
Mhm.
people not gonna want to hear that shit on the radio, but it's okay to
Mhm.
hear girls like girls, and that's the shit that I don't like.
And that's making me think of something else. I know you're married, but like, okay, let's just say if you weren't. Okay, so would you date a guy who had a sexual experience with a guy just to figure out if he liked it or not?
Okay, so say for example, it's like this. I've never really been in that situation. Like,
Mhm.
but when I think about it, I'm like, the to me, for one, a guy cannot be too feminine. So if it's a situation where he like is too feminine, it will automatically be a turn off for me. But as far as like if I'm thinking about it and whether or not I could quote unquote date a bisexual guy, probably, probably. I got this friend, right?
Mhm.
He is like he's mad cool, but honestly, I low key think that like basically I used to have a crush on him back in the days, but we're just good friends now. And I think I be thinking like, yeah, he probably go both ways. It's just and it's not he has a wife and a child and everything. So it's not like to say he's full blown gay. But what makes me think it is because of stuff that's happened over the years. But even so,
Okay,
he's more
so
masculine than feminine. You get it? It's not like you will see him and be like, "Oh, he's fruity." You don't get that vibe with him.
do you think a man is gay if he messes with a trans woman
It's funny.
who used to be a guy, who is technically still a guy because he has his man parts down there, but identifies as a woman, has all the
All
womanly parts except for the post op surgery downstairs. So a guy
right.
would say that he's not gay, but you're messing with a trans woman and there's a dick down there. So you're not, are you sucking that dick?
You know what's so crazy? I in that situation, I honestly feel like okay, to me personally, if you are dealing with a trans person, and this is regardless as to whether or not they have the male part or not, you are gay. You know why? Because genetically, it's a man and a man. Genetically, even though they resonate as or they identify as a female, you are still genetically dealing with the man. So it's man and man. So yeah,
Mm,
that would make you either gay or quote unquote bisexual in
mm,
my eyes.
yeah, I
I think
see
in
that.
order to be, honestly, for me, in order for someone to be full blown quote unquote gay, they would have to be with, they would have to only want to be with the man, knowing that the man is a man, not somebody who wants to be with a man, knowing that the man is a man, but identifies as a woman. They're not really gay. To me, they're bisexual because they're probably attracted to the feminine qualities of that person instead of the masculine. You get it?
Yes. But if that's the case, then just how come you're not attracted to a woman? How come you just don't get a woman? That's why I'm so confused. I mean, to each his own, but if you're attracted to the feminine of a man, then you're attracted to the man. So
The
just say that
way,
you're bisexual, huh?
yeah, and the way how I see it, honestly, I was like, okay, if there was man, a natural born man who identifies as a woman, and a natural born woman who identifies as a man, right? So in this situation, the man is the really a woman, but it's a man. but he's attracted to women. If the transgender got with the transgender, so if a transgender male got with the transgender female, it will then be a situation where they're technically not gay or lesbian. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
They would both be with the opposite sex that was born as the opposite sex. It's complicated, but there was this couple that was trending on Instagram. I don't know if they also had TikToks, but I saw them on Instagram. And basically, the man was the one that was pregnant, and that was because he was the natural born female, but he dressed as a he. You get it? Even though he was a natural born female, he identifies as a he. And
This is
then
a lot.
his girlfriend was really a natural born man that identifies as a woman. They basically got together. And then he had the baby. And
This
it
is
was a big thing because I think that he was called the mother during birth, and they was like, he was like, oh, why are you calling me the mother? I'm the father. You know, even though he pushed the baby out, it was just crazy. But it was trending not too long ago. But I feel like if the world was like that, it'll be less complicated in my book. But anyway, yo, this wasn't even part of the topics tonight.
I know, right? Damn. I'm gonna have to time step these subjects. Well, speaking of being with a man, I'm not calling her a man, but a lot of people think that because of her height, she is a man. Meg Thee Stallion.
I looked it up. People be exaggerating. I swear to God. Because I even saw this video of her walking next to somebody, and I'm like, she does look kind of tall. Like, how
She
tall is
is.
she?
She is. And you know what? Being on TV and on camera, that shit don't do no justice.
And then she
I heard that
wears,
once you walk up on her in real, she towers the fuck over people.
yeah, but then she wears heels. But she's really 5'10". Now that's tall.
That's a huge bitch. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
I'm 5'7". How tall are you? Because I think I'm taller than you.
I'm 5'2".
Damn, you short as hell.
Oh, go to hell. You know what? Fuck
Yo,
you.
you're 5'2". Okay, I'm 5'7". So for her to be 5'10", I'm like,
Yes.
she's tall, but she's not 6 feet yet, you know. But yeah,
I thought she was like 5'11". She's right. She's up there.
yeah.
She's
But
up
then if she's wearing 3-inch heels, that's putting her over, you know,
there.
that's putting her over 6 feet
Twerking in them
automatically.
heels and shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Knees like Megan. Knees like Megan. Knees like Megan. But yeah.
So we got Meg Thee Stallion trending again in regards to this whole situation with Tory Lanez. Mainly because of her interview. Do you have any snippet? Because the interview itself is too long, but you have any snippets that you want to share tonight? I think I sent you something on Instagram. It was kind of short and sweet and got to the point
Mm-hmm.
of what she says happened. But the whole irony behind this thing, because it's been said multiple times that the residue was found, because they keep saying her friend Kelsey is her quote unquote ex friend now. So I'm wondering what happened as to why they don't get along now. But they also said that she was the one with the gun residue, supposedly.
On her hand, but that doesn't mean that
What? Hold on. Is it gone?
it still doesn't mean that he didn't pull the trigger.
The video I sent you is not there anymore. It says post unavailable. The one with the short clips.
I'm trying to get something that won't get flagged, because CBS, that shit is copyrighted.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's probably why they took it down. Shit, my bad. I'm playing this video from that crazy ass shootout on the train in New York.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about that. But that's, of course he's black. Just stupid. I just can't pay attention to that type of shit. This shit is so fucking depressing.
Yeah. That whole shit was crazy. And luckily nobody died with that whole train situation. But yeah. Dang, what time did she text that? Okay,
Shit.
you found it.
In Hollywood Hills, Christina Husinford Melissa has the deep
says she was really scared when opening up about being shot 2 years ago. It happened outside of a party in Hollywood Hills. Christina, who's in for Melissa, has the details on this. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. And this happened with another rapper that was a friend, quote unquote. Megan Thee Stallion, whose real name is Megan Pete, became quite emotional when she recounted that night in her first TV interview about the incident. Pete says there was an argument because she wanted to leave a party before the group she was with did. She accuses rapper Tory Lanez of standing behind a car and shooting at her.
I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming, he said, dance. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like he shot a couple of times. I didn't want to move too quick. Like, cause I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
Pete says she was hit in both feet. Lanez was arrested and charged. He has pleaded not guilty. He was briefly in jail earlier this month for violating a court order that prohibits him from contacting her. He'll be back in court in September.
Okay, so September is when the actual trial starts.
The HelloFresh box is here.
What the hell?
Today I'm going to be...
So September is when the actual trial starts.
Chosen, what? This is about shooting from 2020.
Exactly. Why is it taking so fucking long? Okay, so let's break this shit down. Did you think that she was acting? And do you think that she should have done this interview with Gail before the trial?
Honestly, I'm confused as to how she's even speaking on it, because normally when there's an active case, you're not even allowed to talk about it, you know?
Now, that was low-key cleared up. Because she's the victim, she can talk about the case, which I still don't find, viable. Like, I understand you can talk about the case, but why would you? Because if he can't talk about it, why should you talk about it? Especially if there are details.
I thought that nobody could talk about it.
Yeah, especially if there are details about the case that
I had jury duty
that we didn't know about before, that came out in this interview, but can also sway the jury, a potential jury, because the trial hasn't even started yet. They haven't even started selecting the jury members because it's too early on. So why put out this type of information? So a lot of people think that she's putting out this type of information and doing this interview to garner public sympathy, but a lot of people still don't fucking believe her. A lot of people she didn't even have any fucking tears, but she crying and stifling. You didn't even see no fucking tears. And it's a lot of black women who don't believe her neither.
Honestly, I don't really think she has a reason to lie, but
That's true.
The thing is that, they show pictures of her foot, which, before I never saw this, but even in the video where you could see the helicopter footage of her backing up, you could see her foot is clearly leaking for one reason or another. And the other crazy part is that, she really, honestly, it was some things I recently found out about her. Like her dad died and then her mom ended up dying. So nobody really knows how they died. Because I didn't even go to research to find out exactly how her parents died. But whatever she had going on, when she's saying, and she's admitting to, when the cops came and they said what happened, she was like, oh, I just stepped on glass. And she said that because she was scared that if she would have said she got shot, the cops could have retaliated. So I totally understand that. And then again, she probably, her and Tory Lanez was supposed to be cool. And, sometimes you really know that your friend did some foul shit, but you're not trying to get them in trouble. You definitely don't want to see them dead either.
Yeah, because it's not like she's covering for everybody else in the car.
Yeah.
And one inconsistency, at first when this shit came out, she said that her back was turned, but she knew for a fact that it was Tory who shot her. So after she was shot, did she turn around and see him with the gun? Is that how she knew?
Yeah, it could be that, but then again, we got to figure out how true is it when they say that Kelsey had the gun residue, because remember, she's not cool with her anymore for whatever reason.
Apparently all this shit started because Ace, damn, I was about to call him ASAP. What the fuck is his next name?
Tory.
Tory. He was fucking with Kelsey. And then Megan started fucking with Tory behind Kelsey's back. So at the party at Kylie Jenner's house, Tory was flirting with Kylie Jenner. And of course, both of the bitches that are fucking with him did not like that. So I think that's how the argument it started and ensued inside the truck. Shit just got out of hand. And she did mention in the interview with Gail that gun was a hot gun, meaning that it was, stolen or unregistered or, just not legit. So
When she said a hot gun, I thought she just meant that it was a gun that was recently fired,
oh no, I thought she meant hot, as in, hot, illegal hot.
I don't know. I don't know slang like that anyway. Let me show you something really quickly. Look, can you see it? Can you see it?
What is that? Oh, look at that.
I just had to show you. That's my West Megg hoodie. My
Well, I
high.
can't find none of my shit from West Megg.
I literally didn't even find women in the process of moving. I found this in my storage, and I was like, I'm keeping this shit. But yeah, my bad. But yeah, back to the hot gun thing. Honestly, when it came to that terminology, I would not have. See, I just thought when she said hot gun that she meant a gun that was recently fired. I don't know. Don't give me the line. But you know what makes me think that? Remember when Alec Baldwin had that situation where the girl was shot?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, on scene. Basically, he was like when he was handed the gun, they said cold gun. And then when I was reading the article, they said hot gun means that the gun has live rounds, but if they ever say cold gun, it means it's not supposed to have live rounds in it. So that's my way of thinking. But it could be hood terminology, you know. Could be hood terminology.
It could be, but that's why everybody is frustrated and they want to hurry up the trial because we want to see you lie on the stand. But now everybody's calling her not Jesse, Megan Smollett, because anybody who lies, they go to Gayle King for an interview. R. Kelly, Jesse, Megg, probably, allegedly, alleged. All this shit is alleged. Until we go to fucking trial and get those transcripts, like all this shit is alleged. And I would rather know the timeline. How did this shit happen? How did this come to pass? I want to hear from the beginning inside the party up until they got arrested. Now, apparently, Megan's ex best friend Kelsey, she had evidence that not evidence. She sent a text message to Megg's security saying help, Tory shot Megg. So that's just another confirmation from the witness, a witness in the case, saying that Tory did shoot Megg. So I'm not overall, just to conclude it, overall, I do believe that Tory shot her, but I also believe that there was a romantic triangle type shit going on, and that's how that shit ensued. At the end of the day, just tell people the truth. Just if you were fucking with them, just say it.
Yeah, because she also was asked in that interview if she ever had like a sexual relationship with him. She said no, but they was just cool, supposedly. But isn't she with this what's his name? Fontaine? What's his name?
Paradise Fontaine.
Yeah, isn't she with him? And I think they're a good couple from what I've seen so far,
Yeah, so far. But I heard that she likes to get drunk and aggressive. So we'll see.
I mean, I would take it into consideration that it was brought up that her mom, like she lost both of her parents. I wouldn't put that past her, And then she's tall as shit, so she's probably naturally gonna be masculine, which a lot of these women are masculine, especially when you're making more money than a nigga. It's like, at least that's how I see it. Not to say it's a good thing, but her height and her money, yeah, is big.
That's sad. That's sad. So Hey, protect Black women. Isn't that what she was pushing?
Yep. Anyways, I think we covered everything.
We did. We did. We did. We did. But we will see y'all next week. Dang. Well, we'll see what the next round of bullshit that's coming out in the news. We'll see what happens.
Tomorrow's Friday, so you already know some shit's
It's always something to blow up the fucking internet for like 2 seconds. The next thing you know, we forget about it. So all this popcorn news, we'll just try and keep ourselves informed, and it pops up and then it just disappears. So that's the name of the game in this entertainment industry, honey. So yeah, we will see y'all next week. We love y'all for listening. Let's see.
I think that's everything.
Yep. All right. So y'all be blessed. Stay Black. And fuck the police. That will never, ever change. Okay?
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Time to save the world. Where in the world is all the time? So many things I still don't know. So many times I've changed my mind. Guess I was born to make mistakes, but I ain't scared to take the weight. So when I stumble off the path, I know my heart will guide me back. Yeah, ooh, hey, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Ooh, hey, ooh, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. And didn't you know? Tried to move, but I lost my way. Didn't you know? Stop to watch my emotions sway. Didn't you know? Knew the toll, but I would not pay. Didn't you know? See, you never know where the cards may lay.